Well, nerds, hello. Welcome to Gigs Up North, the very first episode. And I can't believe who I've got with me as a guest. I am super excited. Um, I'm going to be on my best behavior. I'm going to have to be. I want to introduce you to Kai from Esprit D'Air. Welcome, Kai. How are you doing?
Hi, hi Kirky. Doing great. How are you?
I'm really well, thank you. It's an absolute joy. Thank you so much for giving me your time, especially when I know you're straight off tour with Sisters of Mercy. And now you've got probably what, 2 weeks before you go straight back on
Yeah,
tour with your band, Esprit d'Air.
around 10 days or something, but yeah.
10 days
Yeah,
of work, I assume, because you are
yeah,
completely
still
independent.
still a lot of preparation to do, but very excited to be touring with Esprit D'Air very soon again. It's been 1 year since the UK tour, and it's gotten three times bigger this time.
It has.
So it's crazy, yeah. Yeah, very excited.
It's super exciting. I don't mean to cut you off. I am that excited.
I'm glad.
I I honestly like I know you're playing Northumbria Red Rooms on the 28th of February
Mm-hmm.
and I've got my ticket. Eight,
28th. Yeah.
yeah, 28th.
Oh, great. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check because my ticket's there and
It
I'm
is,
like
yeah.
so and obviously what happens is with the Newcastle gigs is you normally sell out before people can get their tickets. That's the
Hmm.
general rule of thumb. Where's it standing at the moment when you last checked? Is it still low tickets? Has it sold out yet? Or
It's around 80% there. We're playing a much bigger room. I mean, not much bigger, but like it's bigger than last time. We've always sold out Newcastle, which is really amazing. And just venues are getting bigger and bigger. So that's really cool to see.
it is. Is that how you feel? Is that sort of being received so well? How does that make you feel knowing all the work you put in?
I guess it's very validating to see um, just people going to all these shows and to cities that we've never been to before. So Bournemouth and Swansea and Ireland, of all places, those shows in Dublin and Northern Ireland and Belfast, sorry, Belfast, Northern Ireland, those sold out many months ago, back in July. It's incredible, and we've never been there before. And the cities that we are returning to, we're playing much bigger venues. So Glasgow just got upgraded uh, twice the size as what we played last time. Um, London could be the our biggest show that we would have done ever. So um, that's super cool. I just yeah, it's just very awesome. I'm very grateful to be in a position where I am independent and I can book these shows and um, have people who go, um, fans and people like you who support us. It's so cool. Very happy to be in this position.
It's somewhere you have put yourself, and I'll come back to that in a little minute because obviously what I want to address is you've been playing some huge shows recently. I
Mm.
mean, I recently just saw you play with the Sisters of Mercy,
Oh,
and
did you in
I was yeah
Newcastle?
in
Oh,
Newcastle, yes.
NX. Oh, so cool.
It was massive. It was heaving. There was people jumping on top of each other. It was just, I mean, if I'm honest with you, the sisters to me, I know you're very open about your love of Iron Maiden. The sisters to me are your Iron Maiden. So
Oh,
to see you when I saw that you were going to be on the lineup, I was did a literal happy dance. I was like, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. And I was quite a bit back, but I was on your side of the stage. Sorry, Ben Christo.
oh,
And I was like, ah.
that's so cute.
But it's just one of those things that has that given, because obviously I know you've played big venues before and I know you've been
Mm.
working as a musician a long time. Has that given you anything with sort of going forward with playing with the Speed Air, sort of any idea of how big a venue you might want to play or
Yeah, it's certainly given me more aspiration to, ever since the tour, I've also been working a lot on the production values of the show. So, um, I've learned quite a lot in the short time I've been with the sisters, and um, I've been creating like synced up lighting and video to go with the shows. Also to be like techie, I did MIDI automations on our pedal boards. So our guitarists, they don't have to like stomp on any pedals. I don't have to stomp on any pedals to change the sound. Everything's automated now. I did that over Christmas. So that's really cool. It's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I've done to improve the show. Not necessarily things that people can see that we've improved, but it's necessary and makes our jobs easier to perform to make a better show. So I don't have to worry about stomping on the right pedals and whatever,
So, accidentally stand on the gain and that's it, you've blown it all. What am I doing?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh no, it's happened. Let's just go with it and see where we go. This can't get any worse. Oh yes, it can. I've stepped on the tuner now. We are done for. Yes, I must admit, in my years of seeing gigs being performed, I think the fact that you can be so passionate about it and change things and work things into it that make it better for you. I mean, just to reference sort of the sisters, that's some of their gear has been, as Dr. Avalanche particularly, this is stuff that's been going for years, and the change up and that. And also on your tour, you bring in Ben Crystal with you with Diamond Black. Yeah,
we are, yeah. Really cool. I mean, Ben is one of my closest dear friends, and I think he is someone I've toured the most with now, because I toured with him last year for 6 days, and I'm doing 19 days of Esprit D'Air. I did 20, over 30 sisters shows, I think now. Yeah, we're spending a lot of time together. Yeah.
And you spend a lot of time with Ben, a lot of time together, and you need a holiday. Probably go together, because that's what friendships are like. You spend all that time together and then you go on holiday together.
Yeah.
I noticed your amazing hair. This was something, when I don't mean to bring that up in a bad way, but I know it got stuck on your guitar, didn't it, when you were playing live? And
oh yeah, I did. I chopped it off now.
Looks amazing.
Oh, thank you.
It's the sort of thing I would do entirely if I was busy with something and it was in the way. I'd just be like, that's it. Gone, done.
Yeah.
Obviously, we work in relationship with Ben Crystal. Let's go about, obviously, you, and tell me if I jump from bit to bit, but I am super excited. You recorded a song with Ben Crystal on your album
Dead Zone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Do you think having Ben with you on this tour, because I missed the 2013 tour, unfortunately. It sold out before I could get tickets, and it was my little boy's birthday, so I had to kind of choose. But
of course,
do you think having Ben with you will give an extra dimension to the tour, or do you just think it's going to have, because you spent that much time with him already, it's just going to be like normal? Or
it's always wonderful to have him on tour with us, so it's really great, and he gets to guest on our song Dead Zone, so every night. So that's really amazing, because it went down really well. He was in Hungary actually at the same time. He was playing in Sisters. I was playing Esprit D'Air in the same venue but different room, on different dates. So he was able to come join us there to sing Dead Zone with me. And last year as well was 6 dates in UK. It's very cool that we get to do that.
It's amazing.
not just in recording, but live, quite a lot. So that's really cool.
Really cool. Really cool. No, if I get to hear Dead Zone with both of you, because obviously I heard it before the 2022 Newcastle show, which obviously I won tickets to, which I was still and I think I mentioned that. I was like, oh my god. To hear that live, to hear all of the stuff live is amazing. But to hear that one as well, to hear both, will be just phenomenal. Obviously, what I do want to talk about particularly with you, obviously I know you've upgraded a lot of venues, and I can't stress enough if you can go to the Newcastle gig, if there's still a little bit of tickets left, get them and go, right? It is so worth seeing. It is, if you hear the music that Kai and the band play, and then you hear it live, it is spectacular. And one of the things that people don't realize is it is as dimensional, if not more dimensional live than it is on CD. It's your voice, Kai, is unreal, and it's almost like the CD can't actually hold everything that you can sing on it. So if you can get those tickets, I want you to buy them. I'll be there. Will be driving, so I will be sober, but I'll be there. So do it and get those tickets. You said you put these gigs on yourself. You are
Yes.
self-funded, self-managed. What would drive you to do such a thing, Kai?
I don't know. It started with a smaller run. I first started doing it in 2018. So I did a small run of the UK, 7 dates, and it went pretty well for our first album. And then obviously I just continued doing it. So I did the 4 or 5 dates in 2022. And then it became twice the size in 2023, and now it's kind of tripled. So
Massive. And it'll just
yeah,
keep getting bigger and bigger, and you'll do more dates. And then obviously at the moment, I know there's obviously doing Ireland and stuff. Would you consider, because I think you're doing Germany as well, aren't you? Isn't there a
yeah,
couple of German dates and things
yeah.
coming up?
The German dates have sold out already. That actually was one of the fastest ones. So we're doing Hamburg and Cologne. They sold out in a month, which is incredible. And we're doing Antwerp, which I'm in right now with the
In Antwerp
sisters.
right now with the sisters in
Yeah,
there. And yes, not fangirling at all. Honestly amazing. And thank you for joining me while you're in Antwerp. Busy as usual. I'm so
yeah.
grateful. I think, obviously producing it, putting gigs on, they're really hard things to do. I think people
Mm,
just think you book a venue and you go, I'm going to play here, and everybody's going to turn up. And that is just not necessarily the case. This is months, years of hard work,
mm,
planning, talking to venue owners, getting people involved, knowing who to speak to. This is all stuff you do yourself
yeah.
constantly. Yeah.
It's hard work. But I know it's what I like being self-sufficient in a way that, I can kind of plan my future. I can plan my dates. Plan the tour how I want it. And um, I mean, to be able to, I always tell myself, like, nobody really cares about your work more than you do. So it's very difficult. I guess from that, I lost my words, but
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I am never
yeah,
short of words, have some of mine.
yeah,
Um, it's one of those things that what I get when I see you play, and when I read about, and when I listen to another podcast, and it was just phenomenal. There's just this overriding love for what you do, which is what
mm,
Nerdy Up North, particularly itself, is about. What we love, whether that's music, TV, everything like that. And this is passion. This is genuine love for music, and your love for your fans and what you do. Your
mm,
Discord, you're not in there. How do you have
yeah,
time? I don't have time to go on Discord that often. You're in the Discord, you're on the videos, somebody says something nice, you reply. I think I posted a comment saying, see you in Newcastle. And then I
oh,
think there was about two hours later, I got like, a like on it. And I'm thinking, how have you got time to do this? You're amazing. Um, do you think, because I know you had a previous job, do you think this is it is your abiding passion, it's your life? Do you think without this, do you think you could be truly happy, or do you think this is this is your life, this is your
This is my life. This is what I want to do. I'm very grateful that I've been a full-time musician now. This is my third year being a full-time musician, and there have been times that it's been very, very difficult. Um, but it's worth it, even no matter how challenging it is, you should always try and do what you love. And yeah, just do your best. And I just want to create the music that I love, that and it's really nice to see a lot of people connect with that, and connect with the music I make. It's in some way that um and that's quite inspiring to continue working on it. And yeah.
I think, like I said, like the love for your fans, obviously, and what you do and how you try and tailor them. Something I wanted to bring up was how
Mm.
you're releasing, I do believe, on the 9th of February. I've got the date somewhere. 9th
Yeah,
February,
Leviathan.
Leviathan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is just this incredible track.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you.
it. I love the whole album. Even though, and I have to confess, I don't actually have the CD at the moment. It was in my car when I sold my car, and the person who bought it liked it that much, didn't want to give us it back. So
Oh,
I need to get a new one. But Leviathan, you've had a lot of previous requests for vinyl.
yeah.
So, and you have been bearing in mind self-funded,
Mm,
you're a working musician. Just can't stress enough that being a musician, you don't start a band and it's not all partying, it's not all, this, it's a hard industry to break
mm.
it, especially in a way that you have. You funded these vinyls, you've obviously gone and got them, they take, what, 6 to 8 months before the test pressed into the...
It used to be like that. That was, I can't remember when it was, probably 2 years ago or something, that the waiting time was that long. Now it's reduced down to 7 to 8 weeks.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
okay.
so much
That's much
better.
better, much better than
Yeah.
it used to be. Yeah. Um. Yeah, and obviously you've got Leviathan coming out on vinyl, specifically the special,
Yeah, and Oceans as well, the week after on the 16th
which is it's like a special Motley. Is
edition.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, special Motley
So
edition.
yeah, we have a different artwork for it. And also different bonus tracks as well. So we have some live recordings that we've done in Barcelona and London,
Amazing.
that will be on there. Um, and yeah, it was very tough because I wasn't sure what the real demand was for vinyl. Um, so it was kind of a big risk.
Yes.
Um, and I think it's just about paying back right now. Vinyl, it can, with that volume we have, those two releases, it's a year's rent for me, so it's a huge risk.
Huge financial, and you live in London as well, so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
it's a financial investment, and I think it's really brave. I think when bands do vinyl without a record label, because generally it's the record label that foots the bill for vinyl,
mm,
um, I think that's huge, and I think anybody who does, I mean, I've got vinyl that I have used, I've still got, that I collect very every now and again. This is an
oh,
original Sisters vinyl.
so
Um,
cool.
this is from, I think, 92, if not a bit
That's
earlier.
amazing.
So
Cool.
vinyl, collectible, keep it, look after it, buy it, get a hold of it, put it on a shelf somewhere where it looks amazing, get a record player, play it, because nothing sounds quite like it does on vinyl. You can have it on CD. I mean, you've done a tape as well, which I noticed because I
Yeah, it's
just
quite nice. Yeah,
only my
nostalgic kind of
generation,
thing. Yeah.
only my generation know about winding a tape back with a pen, sat in
Ah,
class.
yeah.
So obviously the vinyl, the tape, the special edition Oceans, and then you've done the CD version of Leviathan and the special edition CD of Oceans as well.
That's right. Yes.
I'll be popping the links in the bottom of the video when this video comes out. Yeah, definitely look at the vinyl. It looks absolutely incredible because again, like the sisters one, it's like the Leviathan's classic black, isn't it? You've done like a classic black version.
Yeah, that's right. And we've got a marbled blue and black for Oceans.
Yes.
That's really cool. Yeah.
But hopefully, in order for you to kind of, if this sells well, if people, because people will, and I assume you probably have it at the gigs as well. People love a vinyl.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. This is something, would you consider doing again down the road, producing vinyls, or has the outlay sort of been a bit like not for the future?
Oh, I'd love to. I want to keep doing it because vinyl is my favorite format to have. So, I have sisters vinyl too. So, yeah, I've got Floodland and Vision Thing. I still need First and Last, but it's quite funny. But yeah, it's just something about vinyl. I love the format of it. That's something you can hold, and the artwork is so nice when it's printed so big.
Tangible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I get it.
So cool. Yeah.
I did try to get my old Iron Maiden vinyls, but they're a different property at the moment. So I was like, because obviously the artwork again with vinyl, the artwork that you can get is just unreal. And you can sometimes have like the notes and the liners and stuff, and even just a front cover of a vinyl, like I say, put it on your wall. Things like that, just unreal. To go forward, obviously, you've been extremely busy. Not only did you sort of, I think it was about 3 months ago, you did a video for, I've just really mentioned Iron Maiden. You just did a video for your cover 40th, was it 40-year anniversary of the Iron Maiden, the Trooper? Yeah,
it was, yeah. So the idea was, I noticed it was the 40th year anniversary. Obviously Iron Maiden is one of my favorite bands, and the Trooper was actually one of the first heavy metal songs I got into. Obviously, I mean, for many people that get into Iron Maiden, that is the song. But so I just thought I'd do a really fun cover of it, involving Tim Ripper Owens and my friend Ben. And it turned out really, really awesome. And
it is
really fun awesome. Just for fun.
I'm going to do this for fun, just so I can sing it with some friends. And honestly, it's an incredible cover. It's really great. And
thank you.
Holds everything that you want from Iron Maiden, but still holds your style as well, which I think sometimes when you're covering a song, I think is an exceptionally hard thing to do, to still keep you in it.
Yeah.
And
that's right. So that's what we try to do with, the dual vocals. Tim and I have very different styles, and I thought that's really cool to have that contrast with the duet. And obviously, Ben and I created also our own solos. So I played the first one, and then Ben plays the second. And just small things like that. While staying true to the original, because I know how important it is.
To keep it true without changing it, but then add your own style in and not lose your essence. And you totally smashed it. Honestly, it's a really great cover.
Thank you so much.
Again, I'm that generation. Iron Maiden was that thing that I remember when I first got my guitar, my uncle running around with an Iron Maiden vinyl going, this is what you have to listen to now that you have a guitar, you have to learn this and listen to this. But also on top of obviously again working with Ben Cristo again, you literally on the 26th of January released your video for Glaciers. And I wanted to bring this up because I actually watched the premiere on YouTube. And I'm a lurker. I don't really joining. Yeah, thank you for putting it out there. Again, you were there. I don't know how when you're on tour and you're doing this and you were there. It
was a day off. I can't remember where I was, but it was a day off. Netherlands or something, yeah.
You'll be exhausted, Kai. Totally exhausted.
Yeah.
You need a really good, like you say, need a holiday in the 10 days that you've got off between.
Yeah. I'll just sleep a bit.
Just sleep a bit and some coffee, which I'll come to in a minute. This video, Beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Beautiful.
we worked with um our friend Charlie, who he's normally at our shows, like filming our live set. So we brought him on to do this video with a green screen, and he's been doing such an amazing job at it. It took many months. Maybe you can tell because it's just so
Yeah.
it's just so
It,
amazing. It just captures everything I love about fantasy and stuff. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, so there's a big element of that with the inspiration around it. Um, yeah, just I love like the otherworldly theme that he created, this 3D environment. Um, because I love that stuff. Yeah.
it just it is very, it's a very, it fits, it works, it's very you, it's very everything. And somebody put in the comments, because I was sitting there thinking Final Fantasy, there's a small vibe here going, and somebody
Yeah,
put it in, they were like, Shaver from Final Fantasy, and I was like,
yeah,
yeah, there's
that's
this
it.
whole geeky, yeah, I love it, it's just beautiful, and it's so ethereal, and it matches the track just beautifully, and it's just a stunning video. I saw a reaction video by another
Oh,
YouTuber that
yeah,
you shared on your social media, and she
yeah.
was saying how it's just so stunningly beautiful, and the acrobatics in the background, and so you're happy with that. Did you? So obviously your loves. Tell me a little about. You obviously mentioned Final Fantasy. Some of the
Mm-hmm.
loves, some of the passions. Obviously your music. Some of the
Mm-hmm.
loves, some of the passions that drive you, that drive Esprit d'Air, the nerdy bits that we want to know.
I Yeah, I guess gaming is a big part of uh my life. I'm playing Pokemon right at the moment, Violet. I
Scarlet,
just
sorry.
okay, yeah. I just finished collecting almost all of them now, in the DLCs and everything. I can't wait for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's coming out when we're playing in Nottingham. So I might need to cancel that show and play it. Just
Not
kidding.
playing it. We're done. That's it. We're not gonna. I'm gonna play Final Fantasy. Um, I'll reschedule it. It's on my terms anyway. It's my label. You're
I'm
gonna be
joking,
stood
but yeah.
in the game shop in Nottingham, going, "Give me."
Yeah. Yeah. Uh I guess yeah, there's that, yeah, gaming. What else really? I love my cats. Cats, they're a big part of my life. Zach and Pan. Zach is actually named after, Zach from Final Fantasy VII.
Right. Yeah.
So
So there's
uh
a current
yeah.
theme.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, just obviously love music. Um, I think music takes up most of my life, as you may know. So, um, I don't know.
It's fine. No, honestly, I get it completely.
Yeah.
Because I know you released your own coffee as well. I know when I was at the gig, you
Mm,
had your own coffee on sale.
that's right.
Like, I mean, I am. If you ever see my social media username, I'm Kirsty T Monster or Kirky T
Mm,
Monster. Kirky being my main sort of username. Um, so I would be releasing tea. That would be
yeah.
my thing. So you've got the coffee. Was that an idea that just came out your head, or was it like I'm gonna make my own? Yes.
Well, I do love coffee, but actually, our Discord mod, Sarah, came up with the idea. Um, just randomly. And she even came up with the name. So I think I owe her royalties for this, but but I sent her free coffee and stuff.
That's all
But
she
it's
needs.
yeah, yeah. But it's really cool. Uh yeah, just so yeah, it's I came up with the well, we found a way to produce them every week, roasted fresh. So whenever people order, they get roasted every on that week.
Oh, that's amazing. So it's
Yeah,
totally
so
fresh.
yeah, so when it arrives, you can just literally smell the beans. Like
Taking it. Oh.
yeah. without even opening it. Yeah, it's that fresh. So that's really cool. I take it with me on tour sometimes. I have my own bags at home. So I fully endorse Kai coffee. It's delicious. It's really cool. This is not an
Buy it,
advert.
get some. You must get because you sell it. I noticed this is one of the things when I first went in 22 gig. I was like, "There's coffee on sale," and I was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, this is incredible." And I remember there being like little cat stickers everywhere, and I was like, "This is amazing. This is
yeah,
just totally amazing." I mean, the everything about what you do shines. I think this is really important to say, like it shines. And I've noticed when you have been on Tour of the Sisters, you've been wearing your kimono, haven't you? You've been,
yeah.
yeah,
I recently have, yeah. So I started off wearing the leather jacket and shades uh, to kind of fit in and ease into it because I know, this is what the sisters are. They're really cool.
I wore a gold jacket to the gig just to be that kind
Yeah.
of person. I was like, I'm going to wear this gold jacket with tassels on. So I'm stood in the sisters pit like this, waving gold tassels everywhere, and people are looking at us going, "What's she doing?" It's fine.
That's the
It,
public.
what
Yeah.
the class is a rock band. Yes.
Yeah. So I started being more open about being myself on stage. I think from Lil onwards, which was a recent show. So yeah, been a couple that I've done with the kimono, and it's been received very well. I think people like the fact that I'm being more myself,
Yes.
which is really cool. And I even started writing my own guitar lines in some of the existing unreleased songs. So that's really cool that they allowed me to experiment and put my own style into it, into the band. With the songs Ben wrote, composed, and just adding my own kind of melodic interplays that work with him.
Yes.
So that's it's, so I guess yeah, just been super cool. Um,
But
it yeah, you were saying, sorry.
no, 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 I didn't want to cut you off, but like obviously the what an experience to kind of to go and be such a part of a rich heritage as well. So to have your
Yes.
own thing, your own love, your own passion and shine like you do, and then to be able to bring that light, that love, that passion into something that has already got its rich heritage and to now be part of that. Um, and to bring it forward to your fans, to bring you and your music to sisters fans to kind of and to be yourself on stage. I mean, you are you, quintessentially you. Everything about you is you. Your music is you. It's that whole vibe, and that's important. When I saw you wearing your kimono on stage on the Sisters, obviously I follow everything. I was like, yes, do it. Yes, amazing. Like, don't stop. I think you even had your strat. I think you've got a white strat you were using, and you had like the Sisters
Yeah,
logo on it and
that's
stuff.
right. Yeah. So that's new as well. Um it's yeah, it's just been a crazy experience because back when I joined the band, um they only give me a week's notice to learn all the songs. So
A
all
week.
20, yeah, at least 20 songs. And I was already touring with Esprit D'Air. I was on my
Mhm.
way to Poland for our first show with Esprit D'Air. And I got this call from Ben, and he didn't tell me who it's for, but he said, "Do you think you can learn this many songs in this style from this date?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yes. Yeah, totally. Yes, I can.
Yeah. And then the next day he told me it is for Sisters of Mercy. So I was like, yes, that was like definite yes, I'm doing it. Even if I had a week's notice and 4 days to learn everything, like 4 full days because I was touring, I couldn't learn the songs when I'm playing my own music at
No.
three different countries. So what I did was, I started listening to all the songs, try to um learn them by ear, like 20 of them, and half of the set are unreleased. So I have to rely on YouTube videos
Yeah.
to learn everything. And they also wanted me to um, they saw this as an opportunity for me to kind of change the way the songs are played as well. So I didn't necessarily had to learn everything like they were played. So I tried adding we reintroduced the 12 string guitar into the band. So that was really cool. More cleaner sounds with the unreleased songs. So I was able to help bring that back with them with the help of arranging with everything with Ben uh, um, and the doctor. So,
I've heard he's a bit lacking in personality, Dr. Avalanche.
yeah. So it's really cool. Yeah, so I had literally 4 days to learn everything. It was a lot of pressure, but when you're told you have an opportunity to play for the Sisters of Mercy, who I've been, a fan of for a long, long time, you couldn't say no, and you have to do the best you can,
Yeah.
even in very challenging circumstances. Like, yeah. So I have my headphones on the plane, listening to all the songs. I subscribe to YouTube, whatever the subscription is, so I could download the videos and
just sat there, leave us alone.
yeah,
I'm learning.
yeah, literally over and over and over. Because I had to like, yeah, so I had to stay in the hotels and listen to everything while the band were Esprit D'Air band. They were sightseeing without me on
So
the days
all the
off.
fun they're having on
Yeah.
their days off, and you're like, right, come on,
Yeah,
let's get this done.
they went to the beach in Barcelona, and I'm just like in a hotel, just listening to everything and just trying to learn songs, which is really I had to do it, and but it's it's been really rewarding. Um, just amazing experience. I love the crew. I see them as family now. We all see each other as family. Um, and I'm just really grateful for to be in that position where I'm sure a lot of people would love to be in.
But you deserve to be there, though. That's the thing. Honestly, like I said when it was announced, I was like, yes, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. Like, honestly, like you said, it is when you are a fan of
Yeah.
any band and you find somebody who you care about and you respect in the music industry is going to be a part of that. It's that whole extra mile of like, oh my word, this is unreal. And I think as well, it will, all your hard work, everything that you do, this is just an extra bit. This is just a little bit, you've added your family. I mean, Chris Catalyst, I worked with I photographed Chris Catalyst about,
Oh,
what, 12, 13 years ago, if not a little bit longer. What a diamond that guy is. And I
mm,
remember him, we went round the room, he was playing with his band at the time, Eureka Machines,
yeah.
and he made me photograph him with every member of the audience for a laugh. So
That's
I can
great.
I can only imagine the kind of, like you say, family that you get
Yeah.
in with them, and the sort of love and the joy when you tour in. But also it's so hard work for you. You are
Mm.
working and learning in such a short but
Yeah, there was some nights where I had to learn a new song on the day.
yeah,
So there's this track called Here. I don't know if you're familiar with it. There's
I'm
like a
actually not.
there's like an acoustic guitar solo. I had to learn it on the same day in Paris.
Right.
Because
So
Andrew really wanted to do it. So I was like, okay, I better learn it now. I never played an acoustic 12 string before, let alone as like a guitar solo on it. But I'll do my best.
and your best you did.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been insane. But anyway, yeah, Chris is amazing. It's so fun to be around. Um, and the whole crew, just yeah, it's just so nice. Yeah,
So you're going from this family to then your family on the road in, the UK, Ireland, Germany.
yeah.
Going forward, obviously, because I know one of the things is obviously you singing Japanese. When you are on stage with Speed, are you singing Japanese? And
Hmm.
the general consensus is, and I think you posted this on social media at some point, which I need to cover before I let you go because I feel like I've kept you far too long as it is.
No, that's okay.
The reality of it is, they'll say to you, if you sing in Japanese, you aren't going to get the success, in the UK. Record labels will turn around and say, no, we want this polished look, we want this, and this. Is that important to you, that you can still express that and be that? And instead of, a lot of the bands that you find in the J-rock and J-metal industry still sing in English. Something that, some of them I've seen, mix and match, but predominantly everything you do is Japanese. Even your back of your album, I don't know if anybody can see there, has obviously the kanji on it. It's unreal. Do you think, obviously, I've lost track of my thoughts now. I've gone off on one.
No problem.
Do you think, obviously, that is key to you? Do you think, obviously, going forward, you're going to hold on to that, and having your own record label is why you can do that?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is you just do what you want. You just do what you want to do. Just do, if you want to book a tour, you book a tour. If you want to write some music in Japanese, if you want to release a cover of Iron Maiden, just
do it.
Just do what you want. Yeah, it's like I said before, I'm really grateful to be in a position where I can choose who I want to work with. I can choose to release what I want and produce what I want without, kind of things that compromise a person's authenticity.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just do what you want.
Just do what makes you happy. Don't end up in that dead-end day job. Do what makes you happy, or do the dead-end day job, but do what makes you happy on the side at the same time.
Absolutely,
I think,
yes.
Obviously, the major thing that I do want to quickly talk about with you is your presence on social media. I think I've kind of touched on this with your Discord, and you've been on YouTube, and you use a lot of, social media in your learning, like you've said. But how do you think that has kind of, the importance of that to you as a promoter, as somebody who looks after their own band? And do you think it's given sort of a different advantage back to, say, the days when it was you had to get vinyl pressed and that was it, you had to have a record label? Do you think that's changed music industry at all, or?
I think so. I think it has given a lot of like independent bands, surely, a, a, an advantage in a way if they know how to use it. Because back then, we had TV or magazines that tell you what to listen to. You had radio that tell you what you should be listening to, and they will program certain bands on there, and that's how you make it. And you have these gatekeepers in a way that tell you what you should listen to. But now, now you have this direct to fan communication, and I think a lot of independent bands should really, take advantage of that. You can directly communicate with your fans now and be yourself. You don't need to rely on, record labels or management to get to where you want to. You can just go directly there.
Take it. Mine. Put it here. This is mine. I mean, that is quintessentially how I found you. I'm always on the look for new music, and it was a while ago now. Like, I think it was about the end of 2021 that you came up, and it came to me, and I was like, this is incredible. And it's that move forward. I think, my little boy, TikTok generation. He is, he listens to stuff that is put through, again, a bit gatekeepery in my opinion. It's now whatever, but all it takes for now is something to get on social media and for a few people to find it, and then it's spread. But like you say, you've got to know how to use it. I think that's the key, knowing how to use it and having that background. If you don't use it right, it doesn't matter what you're doing. The same with what, at the team at Nerdy Up North do. If you're not putting the right content out there, it's not going to reach the right people. If you're not doing it in the right manner, and if you say the wrong things, you're going to get taken off air and it's going to get disappear. Not that I would ever do that. So I think this is a new generation, and finding people, for me, who love music and, finding stuff to play. I think it's really important that you have that outlet, but you know how to use it. Out of every band that I have ever seen, in any the fact that you can engage the fans the way you do, it's absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Obviously, I've talked absolutely loads at you, and I feel like I could chat forever, honestly, especially when we get into the realms of the nerdiness. Obviously, we'll mention you tour again if, because we have fans all over the UK and Nerdy Up North. It's not just the Northeast.
Amazing.
I want to say that Newcastle gig sold out. I'm not being pushy, but I am being bossy. I want to see it sold out. I'm so looking forward to being there. If my little boy was a bit older, I'd have brought him. He would have loved it. He's just too young at the moment. But obviously, I want to wish you all the luck for everything that's going forward. I want to tell you just how much I want to see you do well and bigger and better venues. I want the next time after this, I want to see you playing. I want to be so rammed I can't get to the front and I've got to wave my jacket about like this, right? Is there anything you would like, while you've got me here, is there anything you would like to ask me? If there's not, that is fine, but having somebody in front of you that you can ask a question. I know it's quite a dumb question I've just dropped on you.
What songs do you want me to play in Newcastle?
Oh my word! I mean, oh my word! What a drop on us. I mean, I've already mentioned Dead Zone. You're going to do that with Banker Store. I will die. I will be at the front like that. Oh no! Honestly, I mean, I think you've played most of them when I've seen you live, but I really like Nebula.
Yeah.
Nebula is
We'll
that is. It's mine and my little boy's favorite.
Oh,
it is cute. Entirely. We had that blasting on many occasions, driving around the neighborhood terrorizing people. So it's I would love to see that one. That and just the whole thing. Hand on heart, I'm so looking forward to seeing you. And I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your incredibly busy schedule to come and talk to me, to us, and launching Gigs Up North, because this is the first one. This is, from here. I hope I get to speak to you maybe on here or at some point very soon. And I want to wish you all the best with your tour, and just thank you so much, Kai.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's been a joy. Everybody, Kai, check them out. I'll put all the links underneath the videos. I want you to go and check out. I want you to check out Glaciers. I want you to go and pre-order their vinyl. I want you to go and see the Iron Maiden cover, because it is spectacular. And we are out. Lots of love from Gigs Up North, and we will see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.